Thanks for sticking with us on Great Day SA this morning. If you're looking to travel this winter but you don't want to go too far, our next guest has found a few Texas spots that you can stop by. Please welcome Jessica Cerna, travel blogger at My Curly Ventures, Adventures, I should say. You may recognize that name. Jessica, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, thank you so much for being on our show this morning. I love your TikTok. You have so many videos on there that just show where you've been in Texas. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I just really all started. Me and my husband wanted to take weekend getaways. We had a 9 to 5 at the time, and we're like, well, what can we do nearby? Because I can't hop on a plane. I just don't have enough time for that. And it was just amazing. You know, we have sand dunes that we can go surfing in at Monahans. We had our own wine country. We had English gardens in Weatherford. So much international experience to kind of curb that travel bug while we're dreaming of these faraway places.
That's so awesome. And you mentioned Monahans. Actually did my engagement photo shoot out there, and it looked like we were in Mexico because of the sand dunes and the scenery. People, I feel like we can take for granted everything that Texas has to offer because we're so used to just being here and running errands and kind of going through our everyday lives. But there's a place out here in Texas that has a castle that you've been to.
Yes. So again, I think many of us have visiting a castle on our bucket list, and I'm sure we're dreaming of Europe. But until then, right here in Texas, in Belleville, we have our own castle, and it's really great. Mr. Newman is a baker, and he was building a house for himself. And you can't just build a castle in small town Texas without people noticing. And so as this was happening, he ended up getting the community to convince him to open it up to the public. And so now he does these tours where he'll have you come inside and he'll knight the kids and talk about the castle and then give you free reign to roam and pretend you're a princess or a prince or a dragon, whatever you want. It just feels really unique. And other fun things about Belleville, they've got Phoenix knives. If you've ever watched Forged in Fire, you might recognize one of the owners here, and he'll actually let you forge a knife and do some other blacksmith work. And yeah, really cool. Kind of like this whole medieval theme right here in Texas and Belleville. And it's just a cute small town to wander around, check out the different shops.
Yes, so beautiful. And you don't have to travel out the country to experience forging a knife. That's amazing. And yeah. I know one of your getaway picks, it also involves a train. Where is that at?
Yeah, so in Brownwood, Texas, another small destination out in the hill country. This place is beautiful, and one of the really cool things is that you can dine in a train. They've got the diner inside, the train out, and just feels like you're stepping back in time, grabbing a milkshake, grabbing a burger, which is really beautiful. And also because it's winter, I think this is a great destination. They've got the Lone Star Bed and Breakfast. And this is beautiful just because, we're thinking about cabins right now, staying inside and warm. This one also comes with a hot tub. And so you can stay warm outside, enjoy the nature, kind of feel secluded away from people.
That's so, so beautiful. And when you just want that kind of staycation vibe and maybe bring your own food, your own wine, and just stay in one place, but have different options to kind of look at and enjoy. That's so awesome. And I find this next one pretty cool too. Hopefully I'm saying the name right. Explain to us what Gotel is.
Yes, this is so cool. I'm sure you've heard of goat yoga. I think everyone's done this by now. And this is kind of a next concept moving up from that. And so rather than doing yoga, although you can do that as well, you get to stay somewhere cool. In this case, a barn, a renovated barn. It's very nice and cozy inside. And then downstairs, you have the goats wandering around. And so you can go down as you're coming in and out and play with the goats. They have a goat happy hour. So it's really just getting a lot of goat cuddles in, which was the whole point of goat yoga. And they even have a glamping tent as well. So based on whatever your preference is, you have some really cool experiences and then goats on top of it.
Yes, and okay, so I haven't been here yet, Galveston. A lot of people go during the summer, they enjoy the water, but why should we go during the winter?
Yeah, I think, again, we always think of Galveston for the summer, and it's a great time to go, but you're usually spending a lot of time at the beach, a lot of time outside, whereas the winter is a time to really enjoy all the other activities because Galveston really has so much to do. You've got Moody Gardens, which has its own rainforest, which is also really nice when it's cold outside, kind of getting that warm weather inside. They've got a beautiful aquarium. So a lot to do. They've got historic tours. I also really think staying at the San Luis Resort is really nice because they've got a hot tub. They've got views of the beach. So you still stay warm, have that water experience. And you're going to find cheaper rates, less crowds. It's going to be a much more pleasant experience versus fighting crowds in the summer.
And last one, super quick. So I love Fredericksburg. There's peaches. My favorite restaurant out there is Sage. But tell me about the tree houses and what options they have out there too.
Yeah, so I mean, this is really cool. These are luxury tree houses, so you kind of are glamping, kind of staying somewhere nice. And each one's a little bit different. At Honey Tree, they have outdoor tubs. They have these beautiful paneled windows. You kind of get to look out into nature, and each one's a little different. So if you go to their site, you'll just see something that's one of a kind you're not going to really find anywhere else. And then just in general, wandering around Fredericksburg is so nice. Enchanted Rock in the summer is so hot, so go now while the weather is more bearable. There's Das Peach House, and they have cooking classes, and they've got a little lake where you can grab a glass of wine and sit outside. So a lot of really cozy vibes going on in Fredericksburg during the winter.
Yes, yes. And you know what? Being a wino myself, I love my wine, but Fredericksburg could give Napa, Sonoma, all those places a run for its money. It's really up and coming and incredible. So thank you so much, Jessica, for being on our show today.
Thank you for having me.